So you need some software for editing video and you don't want to pay an arm and a leg. Well, I've got the best video editing software for your iPhone, and guess what? It's free. By the end of this video, you will know what that is, and we will talk about how to edit in that software. Okay, stay with me. For the best advice on how to escape the rat race with an online business, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so you'll be notified each week when I release a new video. And don't forget to check out my blog where we have dozens of articles on escaping the rat race and getting a business started. You'll find the link for that in the upper left. All right, so what is the best software? Well, I'll tell you the software I use. It's called iMovie. And why do I use it? Well, most of the time, I like to take my video with my phone. And iMovie is right on my phone and it's free. Okay? It's just the easiest thing to do. It's very good at the basics of editing. Sometimes I add a few other things to do a little more fancy things I need, but it's perfectly capable of doing basically everything you need to make great videos for YouTube. All right? So we're going to talk about it, why it's the best, and we're going to do a little tutorial on the basic use of iMovie to edit your movies. And I'm going to, in this video and the next one we make with the more advanced techniques, I'm going to take the challenge of using my iPhone entirely to make the video so that you can see what it looks like. Okay, now one of the issues with the iPhone is it only records the screen in the vertical format, doesn't do it in landscape, so you're going to get kind of a narrow video on that. But other than that, you can do everything on your iPhone, okay? And I'm going to show you that. I'm taking the challenge. All right, so stay tuned. We're going to start now. You've heard why I think it's the best there is, and we're going to show you how to use it. You click on this icon right here, and we want to create a project. We'll click on that plus button, and we don't want to do a trailer, we want to do a movie. That's how we're going to get some video for iMovie. Okay, so we search down here through our videos. I just made a little short video that we can edit here. Now you can do one clip or you can do multiple clips. Let's just do one for now, okay? And you go to the bottom and hit create movie. Now we're going to go fairly quickly here. This will probably just be a resource for you. If you're like me, you forget about things and need to go back and look for them. So this can be a resource for you, all right? Now, it usually takes you to the very end of your clip, and let's just go ahead and demonstrate something here. Let's say I had to get up and turn my camera off. I wasn't using a remote, and I've got a little excess information. So that's how I can cut a little bit off. That's one of the ways I can cut something off there. Now, right up here underneath the picture, you've got this button here, which will take you to the beginning of the clip that you're on. And since I only put one clip in, this is going to take me clear back to the beginning. Let's say I didn't start immediately again. Let's show another way where you can shorten this. One of the things you can do is set your timeline right where you want to, or set that indicator right where you want it to be. And you can choose actions down here, which is the scissors. And in this case, we're going to split this. Now, if we want to delete something, we need it selected. So we're going to, what's selected is there in yellow. We're going to hit delete. Now, if you do happen to hit the delete thing, you've got this button right here, which is a redo button. I could put that back in there. And I could eliminate the split, okay? So we'll just leave that on there for now. We can, with this timeline, we can stretch it out or shorten it. Let's take it clear down to as short as we want so that it's easy to see the whole thing, or we can stretch it out so that we can see more detail in our clip. So that's as big as it will go, but it'll take me a while to scroll to the end of it. So let's look at all of the tools. So if we select that, we've got Under Actions, which is what the scissors are, we've got Split, which we've already talked about. We've got Detach, which is actually detaching the audio. So if I wanted to eliminate the audio from this clip, I could click on that. If I wanted to duplicate this clip, if I wanted to have it twice for some reason, you have that. And then, of course, Delete, which we've talked about. Okay, and the way you bring these tools up is to select a certain clip. We've also got time. We could speed it up or slow it down. Now, we might want to do that only for a certain part of the video. So let's go ahead and say we want to speed up from here. Let's go back and split that to here. And let's split that. Okay, and now we select that. And if we go to timing, we could speed it up or slow it down. Let's just speed it up a little bit. Okay, so it's a certain amount faster there. All right, and we could probably demonstrate that. Let's get close to it here.
All right, just taking a simple little video clip here.
So that we can show you some. So it's quite a bit faster. You hear I turned into a chipmunk there. Let's say I didn't want to hear that because I sounded like a chipmunk. I could take the audio down on that clip. And then when we got to that, we wouldn't have any sound. I could put some text on that. I'm not going to put any text on it, but so that you can see what that would look like, you can choose different styles and fonts and that sort of thing. Somewhat limited, and there are certainly other ways to put text here, but you can put some text on it. You can also do a filter on this, a certain section, or the entire video. Let's just make this section black and white here, okay? So not only did I speed it up, but I've made it black and white, okay? So that's the main tools that you've got there. Okay, quick question for you. You know what I think is the best software for editing video? What do you think? What do you use, and what do you think is the best software? Okay, let me know about that in the comments. Now let's talk about something that you need to do every 15 seconds or so. It's nice to make some change in your video because we're dealing with an audience who has lots of things to look at, so they tend to have fairly short attention spans. One of the things that you can do is to move around in your video. So I could move to a slightly different position, or I could lean forward or move back some. But I can also do that, and this is what I wanted to demonstrate here. I could also do that digitally. Now, this is going to affect the whole clip, so you want to have clipped just a 15-second section or somewhere in that vicinity. It doesn't have to be exactly that. In fact, it probably should vary slightly. We could go up here and click on this plus button, and we could zoom in or out. And we can actually, when we're zooming, we can move to one side or the other, okay? It's probably a little too much, but if we look at that now, it almost looks like I have a new camera angle. Got a second camera going, and then it goes back to the other one. We can go back and forth. We could move the other way. Okay, so we can make things a little more interesting by changing the position, but we can do it digitally. So there you have it, the basic techniques for editing video in iMovie. And just in case you need to upload a video right now and want to edit it, I'll give you the steps for finishing up for uploading the movie, but stay tuned for the more advanced techniques coming later in the week. All right, let's say we're done with all of this. We could name our video there. We're just going to leave it as My Movie 1, and we're going to send it someplace. Where could we send it? Well, we can save our video to our photos, which is a common thing that I do, and then maybe send it onto my computer to send it to YouTube. If I want to save it on my computer, you can save it to your files here. You can send it directly to YouTube if you want to do that, okay? So you put in your title, your description, you can even put in your tags, choose whether you want it 720, 1080, if you're recorded in 4K, which you can do with the newer iOS products. You could even send it as that if you wanted to, and choose whether you want it private, unlisted, public, that sort of thing. Okay, so that's how you edit with iMovie. All right, so now you have the basic techniques, and you may still want to know, how do I do it? What steps do I need to make a good video? Well, I've got a cheat sheet that you can download for free. It's the first link underneath this video. It's got a template for filling out for your tags and your description and all of the things that you need to get going. It helps guide you through the process of doing a video. And it's also got an example of one of the videos I did, and finally instructions step by step, okay? The first link below, if you want that, completely free. I think you'll find it really helpful in putting up a new video. Or maybe you're just totally stuck, don't know where to go in this online business thing. I've also got a course that I have developed. You can watch it over 3 days, a video course that can help you step by step in choosing a niche and doing all of the things that you need to do to get a business started, okay? That's the second link in the video below. Again, completely free. If you would like to do that, you can click on that second link. And if you would like to join a community of like-minded individuals who are working on an online business and escaping the rat race, I have a Facebook group where we meet, talk about strategies, ask questions, answer questions, get together and work on our issues of an online business, because it's not an easy thing to do, but it's well worth it. Okay, if you want to join that group, click on the third link below. All right, and what should you do next? Well, check out the videos around me here. Subscribe to my channel. I've got lots more where that came from, lots more good information on an online business and escaping the rat race. Okay, and don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up and tell your friends, share it with your friends. Okay, thank you very much. I'm Daryl Ballard, and we'll see you in the next video.